Take two, I guess. My phone just stopped recording and I have no idea why. Um, but anyway, the video that I want to do today is on how you can get fat without gaining weight. Now, I know that makes zero sense because we always talk about eat more than you burn and you gain weight. Eat less and you lose weight. Calories in, calories out. So we always talk about that being necessary to gain weight. But in this video, I'm not talking about gaining weight. I'm talking about gaining fat. So how do you gain fat without gaining weight? And this was a conversation that I was having with one of my clients today. Maybe my phone was telling me that I was taking too long to get to the point, and that's why it stopped. But this was a conversation I was having with one of my clients today, and we were talking about this exact topic, and I was like, I have to record a video on this. So you may have noticed that although your weight doesn't go up much, you just notice a little bit of extra rolls here and a little bit of extra fat under the arms and the bat wings and all of these areas where you notice that you're getting fat, even though your weight is staying relatively the same. So there's two ways to look at this. So if you gain 5 pounds of muscle and you gain 5 pounds of fat, the scale stays, I'm sorry, if you gain 5 pounds of muscle and lose 5 pounds of fat, the scale stays the same because a pound is a pound. Doesn't matter what it is, a pound is a pound. However, because 5 pounds of muscle takes up less space than 5 pounds of fat, you will notice that your clothes will fit better, that you will look like a smaller version of yourself, even though when you step on the scale, it says the same exact thing. Well, the opposite also applies, where if you gain 5 pounds of fat, but you lose 5 pounds of muscle, then you will notice it. Even though the scale doesn't change, your clothes are going to fit tighter. You're going to need to buy new, bigger clothes if you continue down that path. So that is one of the reasons why you can get fat without gaining a lot of weight. Now, for a lot of people, another way that this happens is through doing things like intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is great for health, but I've never liked it as a weight loss tool because I think a lot of people misunderstand the reason or the meaning behind intermittent fasting and why it works. So here's an example. Let's say you're doing a 1 meal a day intermittent fasting protocol and you're eating 2,000 calories a day, but your maintenance calories is 3,500. So under this example, you might even lose a little bit of weight. You might, it's likely that you're either going to lose weight or your weight stays the same. However, here's where nutrient timing, calorie timing comes into play. Because if you eat too many calories at one given time, when your body does not need those calories, your body will end up storing the rest. Whatever your body does not need, it will store because your body is only going to be able to efficiently handle a certain amount of calories at one given time. So your body is going to take what it needs for energy, for repair, for whatever else, and then your body is going to store the rest of those calories. That is exactly how you can get fat without overeating. Because again, you didn't go over your calories, your calorie, requirement for the day, so you're not going to gain weight. You do need to eat more than you burn to gain weight. However, this is again how you can undereat, eat too much at one time, and still get fat, even though you're not overeating. So those are the two ways, and I was only going to put one way, but another way just kind of made its way into this video. Those are the two ways where you can get fat without eating too much and without gaining weight. So let me know down below in the comments if you've ever experienced either one of these ways, or you know someone has experienced either one of these ways. And if you need help on your journey, click the first link below in the description, fill out the form, and the two of us together will figure out what we need to do to get you from where you're at to where you want to be. And of course, as always, the first coaching call is free.